Yeah, welcome. Welcome at Rest and Digest with Yoga. And tonight I felt inspired by Kurma, the turtle. I found this little booklet in a center here in Amsterdam, and it's called The Seven Secrets of the Turtle. And there's something special about this specific turtle, which is named Kurma. Um, It is said it was a wise turtle, and in that time that she lived, she seemed like any other turtle that you might have met, and so she was for the other creatures and animals around her. She was just bathing in the sun and like just having her walks on the beach, and just was having these lazy afternoons under in the shade under the mango trees. Um, but there was something that, unlike any other turtle, she had, like she mastered, and the animals started noticing that. And in the area that she lived, like around the forest and the sea, nothing could stay unnoticed by the other animals where she lived with. And they started poking her and noticing something about her, and they wanted to know their secret. What we could learn from turtles in general is this ability to withdraw their limbs inside. Like they have this beautiful house that gives them a lot of comfort and safety, and a place where they can always just like withdraw in and be by themselves, and it's a safe place. But this turtle could do something even deeper. Like she was able to not only withdraw her limbs, but she was also able to withdraw her thoughts, and at one point was able to be in that state of total contentment and clarity. So I felt it was a very beautiful story and metaphor to bring in our practice, where we also have an asana named after her, Kurma, a Kurmasana, and invite ourselves to see what happens if we withdraw like our limbs in a way in our practices, but also even further like our senses and the energy that is so naturally, almost like a second nature, is always outside of us. Like what happened if we could bring that back inside by, for example, focusing the energies on your heart. So let's just imagine how that would be for us. So let's tune in by just closing our eyes. That already brings one ingredient that helps us to come inside. And just breathe in, even bringing the breath inside of us, and just letting go and starting to relax in that withdrawal inside of ourselves. Just become very aware when we are breathing, what the difference might be from our common state of doing and being the whole day. Wondering how it would be to be like that wise turtle Kurma. And by just allowing ourselves to just let the breath go in and outside of our bodies, in and outside of our lungs, we might already feel a bit more relaxation in our bodies, in our minds. And anything that we might have been concerned of or being busy with, we just see it like going more and more, like fading away in the background. There's nothing else to be busy with or concerned about. When we are present in this moment, allow ourselves to open a little bit to what is here right now. And it's not that we're denying anything that asks our attention, it's just this witnessing of the thoughts and the feelings that arise, that are alive for us now. So what would happen if we just let them be there without being involved in them, acting upon them? It's like we are becoming that space that is holding the container for all these thoughts, for all these moments. And when you feel ready, just inhale deeply again through the nose. Bring your hands above your head and just stretch yourself a bit to the left, to the right. Wiggle a little bit on the bones of your buttocks. Breathing out and tucking the fingers, intertwine the fingers on the back of the head, and we twist them like halfway and coming over the head when we're bowing forward. So we squeeze the scapula, the two shoulder blades closer to each other while we're bringing the hands over the head as far as is available for this moment. Inhale, bring again the hands above the head, interlocking the fingers, and twisting them open above your head. And we exhale, allowing the hands to drop down. Then we're placing the right hand on the floor and we bring the left arm over the head, giving the left side of the body a stretch. And try to keep your left buttock on the floor, also when it tends to lift a little bit, to see if you can let it drop back on the floor, and that happens. Inhale to the center, and then we bring the left hand to the floor and the right hand over the head. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to the center and turning towards the other hand, bringing the left arm over the head. You can even look underneath your arm towards the ceiling or the air, wherever you are. Maybe you're outside right now. And continuing, inhaling through the center, exhaling, moving to the left hand, bringing the right arm over the head. Inhale, and we come back, rolling the shoulders individually, so they're just rolling one by one, First to the back, and now we are turning the other side. Like we are riding a bicycle with the shoulders. Bringing a gentle smile on our faces. Allowing really to enjoy every movement and every stretch in the body, and feel how the body actually loves that, to just move a little, or maybe a lot. Sometimes we become aware that actually the body would like some more movement. So see if your shoulders are loose, if you like to wiggle them a bit more, and just feel free to find your best stretch in a moment. So see what feels good. So in these sessions, you are very welcome to really find what works for you. And if in any moment any of the movements are painful or out of reach, then see if you can use a variation, or try to do the asana a little less intense than you did before. So there's many variations to go into these exercises and asanas. Inhale deeply through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Feel yourself relaxing deeper into the body. Bring the hands in front of the chest in a namaste, Anjali Mudra. The elbows are pointing downwards. And we allow the chin to drop towards the chest. And it's like we give a little greeting towards ourselves and towards this moment. And connecting to our intention of being here tonight. And exploring this energy of this wise Kurma inside of us. Providing to connect to the qualities of what the turtle actually brings us and shows us that we might love to try and apply in our lives. From here we are dropping deeper into one of her qualities, and that's calmness. So see if you feel calm in your body, in your mind, and in your heart right now. And you might maybe notice that there's maybe some tension or anxiety, and just remember, when you notice that, there's no need to worry about that. Only your noticing already brings more space to bring more calmness in, because we see it, so we zoom out of it. And then we just breathe and we relax more, letting go of the tensioned attitudes that we might took on in doing our task, and just minimize it with 20 or maybe 30% of our effort. So let this practice be effortless, sinking deeper and deeper. Also, when you're invited now to stand up, just be aware of your feet and place them in front of you on the mat, like parallel towards each other. Maybe you'd like to even touch them a little bit, give them a little massage, so the inside of the feet that are carrying us day after day. And there's a lot to say also about these feet, but just see if you can feel how your calm awareness can bring that towards the feet as well, and bring relaxation towards your feet. While we just continue breathing gently and deeply through the belly. And when you're ready, by bringing the hands on the floor, you You can just bring yourself up in a straight position. And from here, we will continue to warm up the body a bit more. So we are in a straight position with the feet parallel, like hip width apart. The legs are straight. The hips are steady but relaxed. We are resting in the pelvis with a soft belly. Your belly, some soft touch. Straightening our backs. And our neck is in line with the spine. And see again if there's still a soft smile there. Relaxed jaws, no tension in the eyes. And feeling yourself relaxing in this standing position. And then I invite you to bring your chin towards the chest and start making slow full circles to the right. Continue breathing, just gently. And when you're back in front with the chin, then we change direction, go counterclockwise now to the left, and at least take around 10 to 12 seconds for every round to complete. And when you're back in front, we straighten the neck, inhaling deeply, just becoming aware of the effects of this first exercise, rotation of the head in slow full circles. Giving the head and the neck more space by relaxing the muscles in the neck. And that might be that you notice some fine vibrations in front of the throat, arousing the throat chakra. And that's an energy of refinement and connecting deeper to our intuition, our inner voice, also related to speaking our truth. And especially by having these moments of awareness after every movement that we do, it trains mindfulness and being aware, and brings us closer to ourselves. So when you're ready, we continue with the next exercise. And this one will be with the shoulders, and it's a lateral movement that we make with the shoulders. So our feet are still parallel, like hip width apart. Or if you find more stability in placing them a bit more outward, that's of course totally free to do so. And then we just start moving the shoulders, but it's not a static movement like a penguin almost. What it is like feeling this motion coming from inside, like it's this fluidity. That kind of is not me moving my shoulders, but it's more like a feeling of that my shoulders are being moved. So see how it feels for you and what it looks like for you. Is it like a slow, deep movement, or do you feel like a bit more staccato? Oh, it's not staccato, that's more the penguin, right? It's like really this fluent dance. Like making everything loose that we might accumulate it in form of tension in our backs. Like our hips and our legs are not moving. Just loosening up and bringing more calmness. And also more friendliness. Another quality of Kurma was that she was very understanding, and by that, very compassionate towards others and herself. She could see like the big picture and the bigger meaning, because she could see from inside out towards what was happening. And slowly we allow the movement to come slowly to a standstill, inhaling deeply and relaxing, becoming aware of the effects of the movements that we just made. Inquiring in our hearts, like, who am I? Like, who is experiencing these movements, this moment? And you might become aware of this stream of energy that's mainly flowing through the spine from down upward in this kind of snaky way. Not the sneaky way, but the snaky. It's like a snake kind of movement rolling through the spine. And if there's any area in your body that you'd like to send more attention to, you might like to bring your awareness to that area so that the energy can move there, and give yourself a little treatment, a natural treatment, because this is exactly how we activate the self-healing capacity of the body. Treating ourselves with vital energy that is flowing through us. And then we continue to the next exercise. And for this, I invite you to place the feet a bit more than hip width apart. And then we unlock the knees, like bowing down a little bit. And then we bring the arms up. And then I hope you have some space around you to just twist from left to right, and every time when we open the left arm, we bring the right hand in front of our chest without touching the chest. So it's a very like opening movement. You might feel that instantly. mm. Mm. And as we increase the flexibility of the spine, and we open the torso, we open the chest, and we open our hearts. So see how that feels. To allow more of you into the world and allow more of the world inside you. And that's the same for Kurma. She just used her capacity to be at home with herself. And because of that, like she could embrace, like bringing all the limbs out, almost like we do now, again, to share her wisdom with everyone around her when they asked her. So the last few movements, letting everything out, and slowly allowing the arms to come down on their own accord. Effortlessness. Effortless. And then you might like to bring your feet together for the awareness phase, like feel if this indeed brought you some more aliveness, some more openness, or maybe the idea that you feel like I have more air to breathe, more spaciousness. Or whatever it is for you that might arise in this moment, and we can embrace it all in this space. A space that we fill with our hearts. And from here, when you're ready, we continue placing the feet together a bit more like a fist width apart, and then we start bowing forward and backward in a dynamic way. So we start by bringing the arms up, inhaling, and then exhaling, and then you bow forward, but very gently. So when we come up again, the next time we are going to ultra slow it. So this is another natural quality of the turtle. Like she's not in a rush at all, and still another quality of hers, she can adjust. She needs to be fluent in the water, like she could swim. She's also able to walk in her own pace on land. And by her wisdom, like finding her own way, her own rhythm, her own pace. Whatever the pace or the ways of the creatures around her is. She just trusts that everything comes on its own accord without pushing it. And you might like to synchronize the breath, but if you're very slow, maybe that's not always possible. And that's okay. So don't think too much about the breath when we are slowing down. Your awareness can be resting in your heart center in the middle of the chest, slightly to your right, while we're just observing the movement. Slowing down even more. And when you're back in a standing position, you finish this exercise by just lowering the arms while the back is staying in a straight position. And become aware of the effect of this ultra slowing movement, moving the back down and up. You might become aware of an increased awareness and self-consciousness, and might even be possible that you became aware of the body almost losing its form, like becoming more and more ethereal, like we were just energy moving without feeling like this shape of the body being there anymore. So just check in with yourself. What are you noticing? And just slowing down. And when you are ready, we continue with the next exercise. We bring the feet 3 times hip width apart and we come down. Maybe we bounce a little bit. So we stretch and we warm up the muscles in the upper legs mainly. Maybe you feel also the muscles in your buttocks involved. If your knees are a bit stiff, you might like to just touch them a little bit until you find the right position for our last warm-up exercise, placing your hands on top of your upper legs, so on the upper side of the legs, on the thighs, in a way that you can straighten your arms and see if that's available today. It might be that your arms are a bit further on your legs, and just be aware that you're not bow over too much, but that we use this to straighten the back by straightening the arms. And when you're ready and you feel a slight stretch in between your vertebrae, then and you feel stable in your feet, we come forward, exhaling through the mouth, inhaling through the nose, and then we hold the breath. Until you feel you need oxygen again, and we exhale through the mouth, inhaling through the nose, holding the breath for as long as is possible. Exhaling, finding your own pace. Inhale. And we finish the last one. And slowly coming back, bringing the feet together, feeling the effects, Just scanning the body, witnessing what are the sensations that are most present right now. Maybe you feel some aliveness, like a tremor in the heart that is increased, enthusiasm, or maybe just this feeling of being energized a bit more than before, or a lot. Increased flexibility between the intervertebral spaces. It's like we were lengthening the spine and releasing any blocked energies in the back. And with this, we will start our asana practice. So when you're ready, we bring the feet together. And today I felt inspired to bring the tree pose, but as a polar asana. So at Hridaya, we always practice the tree pose in this way. And today I would like to invite you to bring the hands in front of the chest, like in Namaste. Bring some stability as well. And then bring your weight towards the left foot. And you might use your hands as well to bring your other foot in the right position if you like. So if you feel stability by standing on one leg, you just bring the right foot up and you place it either on this way, like with the foot resting on the left thigh. There's kind of a plate here where sometimes it is possible to let it rest. If this is too much and too wobbly, then what you could also do is find a place, like bringing your foot against the thigh, or maybe a bit lower on the calf. So see if you can find a spot that is stable enough so that you can bring back your hands in front of the chest. And from there you might even like to bring the hands up. And then here you can open them. So find your variation for tonight. And then we just hold it. The left leg is completely straight. And this is obviously a balancing pose. And try to keep the body as immobile as is possible. And of course, it might wobble a little bit. I can feel it myself too, especially when I'm talking. It might help to also find a steady spot on the wall that you could look to a spot where your gaze can find stability. And you continuously just focus on that one spot in front of you. We continue inhaling. And the stability usually innerly could also be found if we again center in our heart and just allowing to, you could even visualize, like if there's like this golden thread just running from our heart through our spine into the ground, to the heart of the earth. Just witnessing the thoughts that might arise, letting them just come and go. Last seconds. And then bringing the hands towards the chest again, and just release the right foot, straightening the right leg back to the floor. Inhaling, closing the eyes. Become aware how How does this feel to you in this moment? This is also a very good exercise for balancing the pelvis, especially when there's some instability in the pelvis. These exercises can help without forcing anything, so that's why all these different variations can be applied. And if you just feel like very wobbly today, not to worry, like if it's not available to stand only on the left leg, you might use a wall with one of the hands and just feel if that brings you some kind of centeredness, that you don't have to think too much. And when you're ready, we continue to the other side. So we bring the into the right foot. So we stand on one leg, the right leg, bringing the hands in front of the chest, centering ourselves in the heart, feeling ourselves present. And when you feel readiness, then bring your left foot up. You might like to use your hand to bring it to the right position, finding your centeredness, finding some sort of stability there. And then again, bring the hands in front of the chest. And if you'd like, you can even raise the arms up and then open them on shoulder wide. And this is the final position. Opening the left side of the pelvic area. Also relaxing the muscles in the belly, the lower belly. Oops. Trying to focus maybe on that steady point on the wall, if that's helpful. And in these kind of postures, it is almost always needed to have the eyes opened, because if you will close it, it will be another practice of finding the inner stability. But of course, also that could be part of the practice. But for now, I would just invite you to find the stability just with the eyes open. Finding our balance within. Maybe you feel also some sensations around your hands and fingers, activating the biomagnetic fields that are present around our hands, absorbing cosmic energies. And the more we are letting go of the effort and become like calm, again, like Kurma, just this effortless, like carelessness. Not that we don't care about anything, but it's like this trust that whatever will be, will be. Like we will be guided. We just trust. Letting the mind to rest in that too. For the last moment, we just rest in. And then again, bringing the palms together, slowly bringing them back to the chest, releasing the left foot, straightening the left leg, and placing them back on the mat. Becoming aware of the balancing of mostly the the sacral area and pelvic area, but simultaneously also the heart center. So it's bringing this energy center of our sexual energy, our creativity and sensuality in tune with our heart. So what would evolve from there if they create together? Just from this calm effortlessness. And we prepare for the next asana. If you are ready, and we can come down to the mat. And from here, I would first like to just warm up a little bit the back before we go into Kurmasana. And you can do that sitting on your knees and making like a cum with your feet, where you can rest the buttocks in. If this is not comfortable, like you could place also a pillow underneath your buttocks, or you could do it also in the easy pose like this. So see what's available for you in this moment. I will choose today to sit on the knees. And then you place the hands just on the legs. And while breathing in, we just arch the back. When we breathe out, we bring the back, like we bow the back. So we inhale, we open the chest, arching the back. Exhaling. Inhaling, open the chest, arching the back. And when we're exhaling, we round the back, bringing the navel in. Inhale, bring the hands over the legs towards the belly. Exhaling, bring them forward towards the knees. And we increase the pace a little bit. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Just make sure that you allow also your neck to move with the spine. So you're lengthening the spine, open the chest, the throat, so the neck fully, so dropping the neck back when we open. And let it come forward when we come forward. Last two. And we come back. And then I invite you, when you're ready, just take a few breaths. If there's any dizziness arising in these exercises, then just take some more breaths, opening the eyes, looking at a steady point on the floor, allowing the energy to come down and allow any toxins to leave the body. We are moving a lot of energy when we move the body and stretch the body like this. And if the readiness is there, then we will prepare for Kurmasana, the turtle pose. Beautiful white wise turtle inside that we are connecting to. And this asana is all about this withdrawal of the senses and of everything, all the energies and our thoughts, our emotions inside, and just back into the core of our heart. So see what happens if you bring your awareness in your heart and we place ourselves in this position. So the feet are a bit are in front of us, like resting on our heels. And there's this first variation. You could even just practice first from this place, or even straightening the legs fully, like we are making a triangle with the legs. Then bringing the hands in front of you, lowering the elbows towards the ground, and then just moving forward a little bit. So let's just start today from here. And you will feel this, I think, I feel that, at the inside of your leg. So we are stretching the muscles there. And we are just inhaling, exhaling, coming forward a bit from a very relaxed way. Like I'm not forcing myself to come towards the ground. We're being very gentle with our lower backs. I notice sometimes when I go into this asana from a memory, sometimes you can drop deeper and sometimes it's different. But when I then with that memory try to force myself to go deeper, it could happen that after the practice I suddenly, or the next day, I suddenly have an ache in my lower back. So we try to avoid it, to warm it a bit up. And it's not always that I will bring this literal invitation, but it's for you to know that anytime when you're invited into this practice, you could do this if you feel a bit of stiffness or you'd like to build it up gradually. But if you feel like there's curiosity to go a bit deeper, then we bring our feet on our heels. So my knees are bound like in 45 degrees, or even a bit less. And then I come up with my arms, inhaling, and then reaching forward, slowly allowing the spine to bow forward. Moving forward, and the complete Kurmasana for people who have that flexibility will be with the full front of your body resting on the floor and even your chin, like for me that's not available, so I just see how far my body is reaching. If I just gently breathe, relax when I exhale, and then I bring my arms underneath the legs, underneath the knees, and then I allow myself, my neck to drop in a full relaxation. So this is for me my final version for tonight, and I invite you to just drop into your final available version and just let go of the effort. Dropping the mind into the heart and all the thoughts, settling ourselves into this attitude of the witness, the observer, inviting all the energies to come back home, like where they came from initially. Like everything, like all energies coming from somewhere, right? So like We are just following the energies back to their source. Well, who am I? What's this energy actually? Where does it come from? It's a beautiful moment of contemplation just inside of your own shield, like Kurma, like the turtle. Feeling the warmth of our hearts, welcoming us back home. Mm. Last seconds, surrendering any thoughts. And just releasing the arms, putting the hands in front of you, and then just slowly pushing yourself back up in a straight position. Mm. And you might like to bring the legs together, supporting yourself with your hands, resting the hands behind your back on the ground, the stick pose. Becoming aware of the echoes of Kurmasana, the turtle pose. Mm. And there's a word for what we might experience when we are fully internalized, and when also the thoughts become quiet. We're just in this state of presence and fullness of ourselves, or emptiness. Pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses, withdrawal of the energies back to the source. And is this void that we might be afraid of when there's nothing to do, no one to be? What will remain? And with this, we will move towards the next asana. For this, I invite you on your knees and place your hands on the back. So see if that is available. And then first, we are going to open the chest from here. So see if you can drop your head backwards and open your chest. Inhale and exhale, coming forward. Inhale, opening your chest. Exhale. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. dropping a little bit more backward. What I'd like to invite you to is Supta Vajrasana. And for this, you can place your buttocks between the heels. You can do that from a straight seated position, so bringing back your hands we just placed behind us. But when you decide to come down with me, bringing your back backwards towards the floor, you can first place your hand on the floor near the feet and slowly first move your elbows towards the floor. It might be recommendable to bring a pillow bigger than this one. Maybe you have a round meditation pillow or a few pillows from your bed, and you place it against your buttock so that you can support your back to slowly just go a little deeper. And if you feel you go deeper, you can bring your head towards the floor. The pillows can also only be on the level of the shoulder blades so that your neck is dropping over them. Just see if what feels nice for you in this moment. And if you find the right position where you can rest a little bit, you will bring also your arms over the head. The hand palms are open, pointing towards the ceiling. And this is the final position. And Supta Vajrasana is a variation of the diamond pose that is opening us to surrender and to show our brilliance, to allow that light to shimmer and shine all her colors and qualities into the world, like it's this open availability. So see if you could connect to this feeling of availability, like unconditional, without having idea about what that should look like. Open towards the invitation that life will bring you. Mm. Now we're just centering in our hearts, opening a bit more every breath, every moment. We feel ourselves sinking in a deep relaxation. This can be a very meditative pose, or we could sink in a meditation, centering our awareness in the heart center and meditating upon the pauses after inhalation and exhalation. So we inhale, there's this natural moment where we pause, natural moment of transition before the breath turns around and becomes an exhalation or an inhalation. One more minute, letting go, just relaxing. Polishing our heart. the inner fire. If you feel this will be too much at any point for your back or other parts of the body, you are welcome at any moment to come back, and it always very gentle, using your hands, pushing yourself upwards. And slowly coming back, using your hands and elbows. Be very careful with your back. Take your time, bringing yourself in a straight position. I'd like to wiggle a little bit. I always like it. I just make some circles and some last stretch. And you can sit on your knees or an easy pose, becoming aware of the effects of Supta Vajrasana. And this is a pose that invites us to surrender. It's this polishing of our hearts to shine our brilliance. So opening up the invitations of life beyond our expectations. Questioning, who am I? And slowly we will move into the final relaxation. And this was a class of slowing down, relaxing into our bodies, into ourselves. And this final relaxation is an excellent way of completing this exercise. So we lay on our backs. Maybe you'd like to cover yourself, wearing some socks or a nice soft blanket covering your body. And then we are spreading the legs and the arms open. Our hand palms are open, pointing towards the ceiling. Inhaling, receiving the body fully open and relaxed. And we feel ourselves internalized, present, vibrant. And we're finding our awareness resting in the tip of the left toes. And slowly we allow our awareness to move from the tip of the toes gradually upwards towards the left hip. Sending love towards the left leg. Receiving the left leg light and fully relaxed now. And our awareness is now resting in the tip of the right toes, slowly moving upwards through the whole right leg towards the right hip. Sending love to the right leg. Receiving the right leg light and fully relaxed now. And our awareness is now resting in the tip of the left fingers, allowing every finger of the left hand to relax. Relaxing the hand palm and the wrist. The lower arm, the elbow, and the upper arm are relaxing. Relaxing the left shoulder. We become aware of the overall relaxation of the left arm. Receiving the left arm light and fully relaxed. And with our awareness, we bring the relaxation towards the tips of the right fingers. Relaxing every finger of the right hand. Relaxing the right hand palm and right wrist. Relaxing the lower arm, the right elbow, upper arm, and the right shoulder. We receive the overall relaxation of the right arm, receiving the right arm light and fully relaxed. And we feel how this relaxation from all the four limbs, the both legs and the both arms, is spreading over the rest of our bodies. Relaxing the buttocks, relaxing all the muscles and organs in the pelvis, also the sexual organs. Relaxing the abdominal muscles and all the organs in the belly. And in the torso. Feeling a warmth and tingling warmth in the area of the lower back and in the tailbone. That is slowly moving upwards through the spine, warming and relaxing the whole back from down upwards. You feel like you are sinking deeper into the ground, into yourself, feeling the warmth of your heart, a vibrating, fully alive heart that is calm, compassionate, full of wisdom and insight, feeling at home with herself, like the wise turtle Kurma. Relaxes our shoulders, our neck and throat, relaxing all the muscles of the face and your jaw, lips and tongue, the ears and also the cheeks, the nose and both eyes, relaxing the eyelids and eyebrows, temples, and relaxing the forehead. Feel lightness in the forehead and in the brain, left and right, and the skull. We are fully relaxed now. Full of light and stillness. And slowly we connect to our physical bodies, wiggling the fingers and the toes, moving the head from left to right. You might like to give yourself another stretch, stretching the arms, bringing the knees up, rolling yourself on your side, just taking one more moment, just hugging yourself, relaxing. This is your moment. Your me time. When you feel ready, I invite you to come back in a seated position. Bringing the hands towards the chest one more time. A moment of gratitude. Gratitude for being here, allowing this time to rest and digest. Connecting to self. And to your turtle wisdom today. Thanking Kurma. And I want to thank you for being here tonight and practicing. Thank you so much. I wish you a very calm and restful continuation from wherever you are, and hope to see you next time in another session of Rest and Digest with Yoga, live from your living room. Namaste.